Probably that. But I do see a lot of stumping back here. So at what time they were harvesting. Alright, we're back, my friends. And I just hiked down a little more and look. There's another area that's holding water. This one's holding a little more than water. Sure, that's downstream. Makes this the uppie. Now let's see if we can get in without too much difficulty. Looks like this would be the approach right to Honda. Here we are. Oh, this is a big one. So they just say 1, 2, 7 pipes, and then did the same thing like a slab of cement over top. So it's 7 pipes. This sees a lot of volume of water. At least it did at one time, one would think. Look at these beautiful cypress trees right here. Right there, that's a gorgeous one. There's another beauty right there. And here we can see the high water mark right at that spot right there. So we're about 24 inches on the low. see these in the swamp all the time. It's a really pretty purple flower right there. Yep. It's a dead snake. They're almost like lizards. They're more lizards than snakes. Like a legless snake. I saw some bird take off right there. So it's hard to tell where the flow came from out here with the channel. And I'm assuming there would have been some kind of channel. Probably right there, going that way. I'm guessing that it goes like that, maybe that direction, and maybe not. I'm thinking light as a feather right now. Bumblebee. And there's something about cypress that I'm not sure with everybody's how the bark's configured. It's linear to the height of the tree, so it can be pulled off in long strips. And you can take these strips and like this, and you just ball it up in your foot. I mean, ball it up in your hand. Pardon me. I was thinking I'm a raccoon with 4 hands and 4 feet. So you just keep balling this stuff up, and you work it for a little while. And you just keep working it and working it. You can do this, just kind of rolling it and rolling it and rolling it over and over again. And eventually you start rolling it down to where it's really fibrous. You see that? And so you're going to take your little fiber ball, and you want to get a good knot of it, like maybe like a golf ball size. And once you work that sucker down to real soft, you can make yourself a bird nest out of it, like a bird nest. And then you can, with a piece of flint and steel, and you just got to get one little spark into that and start puffing on that, and that you'll get yourself a blazing fire going. That's an old Indian secret. proven method of starting a fire. And for those who don't know, that the cypress and cedar and the conifer family, so they don't get leaves per se, but their needles are in the shape of leaves. Very soft needles. That's a good sized cypress right there. It's 100+ years old. I guarantee that. I think I can get out of here. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I think you gotta find a diagonal to get you up here. Yeah, I can see that they brought this road in, poured this sucker. It's hard to say how wide the creek was that was here at one time. So this is Florida History Hunter. We're gonna save some battery and we'll get back shortly. Click that like button. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, tell your friends. Have a great day. How we doing? We're back, my friends. Florida History Hunter, and we are in the swamp. I don't see any like elevated spots, so this has been like, we can call this, like, it's been pretty wide for a long time. There's a bit of a channel up in here as the water's being concentrated to come out from underneath the road, so it sort of acts like a water jet, and so it's kind of carved out this hollow here. You can see like how it's like exposed some of the root ball of this tree right here, some kind of oak tree. I'm sure somewhere in here is like the natural channel and just all the diversion that they do upstream. You know, it's hard to tell at what point There was like really, was there dry land here at one time? It's kind of cool. Look, here's a piece of cut wood, like legitimately cut, like a milled piece. Oh, maybe not. This side doesn't look like it. Let's flip it again. Look at the other side again. It's hard to believe that it would have split that even. So somebody might have been cutting that. Main channel, maybe. But there's no highlands anywhere in this vicinity at all. Which is, it's telling me that it wasn't inhabited. It may have been traveled through and traveled across in a pond by the indigenous peoples. But I'm gonna guess that there's no place high enough, especially seeing a 3-foot high watermark on that tree. And I don't see any trees in the vicinity that say it's dry here for quite a few months a year. Like even out over in there, I see water stain marks on the trees. I don't know. I'm hoping it was a turtle. But everything out here's got a high water mark. Over there as high as 4.5, 5 feet. So we're down in a gully right now. There's a low spot here. But I mean, from down here at the edge to the high water mark is almost 5 feet. Yep. I want to thank everybody for coming along. We never know till we actually get out here and take a looky look. You don't always find stuff, but in not finding stuff, we've still found out that there's nothing out here to pique our interest. I mean, there's nature out here, but there's no archaeological or geological discoveries to be made. But there's some cool stuff, like the size of that cypress knee. And then look at these little babies down here. They're all over the place, little baby cypress trees. And they won't all make it though. I think it's like one out of a couple hundred will make it to maturity. And the others sacrifice themselves to act as shade and then become nutrition for the other trees too. So here we are back at the fork. downstream side of the fork. And I don't know if I can get out this side. I may just hike myself into a dead end here. It's an interesting chunk of wood right there. It's not smooth cut. On either side. Interesting. Interesting. The side's not broken, and it's not sawn. And it's not left out in the open anymore either. In water, mud, shade, until I could figure that one out. Yeah, imagine the damage you could do with something like that. That could seriously put a hurting on somebody's day. That piece of wood was in a fire. It's hard to say if it was actually like a piece of tree or not. Good old concrete. And it's like 100 feet away from where it was laid down. And the force of the water shoved it over here. Looks like it was a telephone pole. Here's another bridge. And there's a tree that was chopped down with an axe. Right there, this sucker. This was axe felled. You can see that right there. It's a beauty. Let's go see what the other side looks like. Can't tell, it's so insect chewed up, but it wasn't done with a chainsaw. That's for sure.